Everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show coming right back at you. And I'm still back. Don't get wrong. I'm waiting for certain things to fall in place. I know I've been saying this for a while, but when this happens, we're looking at 3 weeks. I'm going to come out with a series of the best videos that I've ever come out with ever before. This is absolutely insane. Ever since I got sick, I've been severely overweight. I've been teetering around around 122. Sometimes even under, like when I was not doing well, it would go under 120 when I couldn't eat or something like that. But like 122 is where I've been at. And for many months, I was eating like 12 ounces of fish per day. That's like a lot. And I was eating 5 egg yolks a day. And my weight just went from like 120 to 122 from doing that. I found this raw vegan food that within 2 months, it took 2 months, I went up in weight 10 pounds. I'm over 10 pounds. I'm now 135 pounds. It went all the way up to 137 at one point, depending on what time of the day I weigh myself. And it was all in muscle because I haven't had muscles forever. And I woke up one morning and I looked in the mirror. I just couldn't believe it. I had muscles again. Anyway, so this is not what I'm here to talk about, but this is what's coming. And this is I'm hoping 2 weeks. And then you're just going to see crazy videos from me, like going nutso about this. So stay tuned for that. But I wanted to cover this whole fasting thing because I said fasting is stupid. That's like what I called my last video. And granted, I don't think it's like the best idea, but I meant like in the video, if you actually watch it, some people just read the title and like just comment and say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I was pretty much talking about long-term fasting, like these kids like on Facebook are like, oh, I'm on day 35 of my watermelon juice fast, only drinking watermelon juice. And then someone comments, oh, I did that 3 months ago. Oh, I'm doing that next week. I'm just like, this is like, they should just be like saying, hey, guess what? I just cut myself. Look at this. Oh, cool. I'm going to cut myself tomorrow because long-term fasting can be damaging. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for fasting short-term. You know, especially like if you become constipated, you want to fast for a day, that's really beneficial. And if you have a disease, you know, it's really good to fast. However, you don't want to go beyond 6 or 7 days of fasting. If you want to do very long-term fasting, you want to do like 6 or 7 days, break the fast for like 3 or 4 days, drinking lots of vegetable juices and getting nourishment, and then do another 6 or 7 days. Because once you hit 6 or 7 days, you've used up all of the reserves in your system. And now the body is going to start burning. It burns all the waste and debris, but then it starts to burn tissues and cells. And you're not adding anything else to replenish it to replenish them. So therefore, if you're doing 30-day watermelon juice fasts, the watermelon's not going to be nourishing and restoring you. This is going to cause some serious issues for you in the long run. And this is why I was so adamant on sharing this whole fasting thing. Yes, fasting can be great in many instances, which I just mentioned. But if you're gonna like do long term like that, you might as well just brag about cutting your face, and then someone else says, hey, I cut my face. Like, oh, I did it for 35 days. There's nothing more to detox. You're healthy. You don't even have like a disease that you need to dissolve tumors or something. You're just a raw food kid who thinks you're cool for doing a watermelon juice fast for 35 days. This is not smart. So Dr. Norman Walker, who is the inventor of juicing and fruit juicing and vegetable juicing, he came out with the first juicer and discovered carrot juice when he first did it. He talks about this concept about when you don't want to be fasting for more than 6 or 7 days. That whole concept that came from him. He gives example after example how there was this one woman who fasted on grapefruit juice with, she had tumors and she was just like getting rid of them and was doing like extremely well. And she just kept going and he warned her. And then like many years later, this long-term deficiency, this problem of burning her tissues and cells occurred, and she was just like a complete mess, like couldn't even look at daylight, just like all these things in his book. It's his Become Younger book. If you want to read the chapter on fasting, I highly recommend doing this. You know what? In the comment section, I'm going to post a portion of this, but the text of this fasting bit, so you can read it. It's long, not that long, but just read it so you can see where I'm coming from. I'm only here to help, if you hear what I'm saying. There's no need to fast. Like when you're doing it for a raw vegan to fast just for the fun of it. Like, what are you trying to accomplish? It doesn't make sense. This is what I was talking about in the last video. I should have been more thorough like I am today. Like, yeah, fasting is good. You're constipated, like fast for a day or 2 days or something like that. Or if you want to try to heal something, fast for 6 or 7 days. Like these are great things. Don't get me wrong. But when you start doing long-term fasting like this on fruit juice, you're going to be, I was a fasting man for many years. I've destroyed the reserves and I don't even know what I did to myself. So I'm just like, and now I'm suffering for it. And I don't want to see you doing the same. So look at the description of this video to check it out. And the reason why I'm looking younger and better, I've even got a beard. Normally when I have a beard, I look old. But I got the beard, and I look really young when I shave it. I've got the beard, and I'm still looking pretty good. I mean, I'm not trying to be vain or anything. I'm just saying, like, from what I was before to what I am now is just profound. And it's all about this thing that I'm waiting for. I'm gonna how I gained 10 pounds. Like, you guys have no idea what has happened to me. Like, and right now, I just cut cold turkey Humira. I just cut it. Like, I just stopped. No weaning, just stopped. The last time I did that, I was bedridden in the hospital. My muscles were having spasms, all sorts of different things. It's because of what I'm doing now that I'm able to do it cold turkey. It's profound. And it's really rough. It takes 3 months to get this Humira out of you. And it's been really rough for the last 2 weeks. And so, like, I'm actually, like, it's like at a meal, I might not be as hungry as normal or something like that. But anyway, I'm doing really good based off of what I'm trying to tell you, especially for where I'm at right now, too. This is really exciting. It looks like it might be coming to an end, all of these health issues for me. So I'm going to share this raw vegan food for you in just a very short period of time. It creates muscle like you wouldn't believe. My albumin levels have been down for years. They're always worried and they want me to eat meat or whatever. And I told you I've been eating fish and egg yolks and it did nothing for me. But this, on the other hand, oh my God, I can't wait till my blood test. I haven't had normal protein levels, albumin levels in like years. And I can't wait till the end of the year when I get my blood test. I get my blood test every Tuesday due to like my situation, just to like keep track of everything. But I don't want to go into this now because you're going to be seeing me nonstop once these things come through. I'm kind of like waiting. So fasting is stupid. Don't do it. Trust me. And don't get me wrong, I just skipped a meal yesterday because I felt like a little constipated and I'm better now. So I'm all for fasting. Come on. I'm not saying that fasting is not stupid, but if you're going to do some long-term fasting, now that's stupid. It's like unnecessarily causing harm to yourself in the long run. It's like that example I gave where a woman was like got a job in painting, and she would come home from work and she would have colors coming out of her glands and stuff. And she thought it was cool at that time. And now she has all these health issues for working with paint for so many years. And so many other people who didn't know when they were younger, they did this or they did that, and they run into all these issues. Well, guess what? Fasting for 45 days on watermelon juice is not smart. It's like working with paint for way too long. Anyway, this is Matt Monarch. About to do the greatest series of videos you've ever seen very shortly. And we'll see you next time at the Raw Food World TV show.